Now we discuss about the chapter quadratic equations. This is a CBSE plus 1 chapter. So in this chapter previously we discussed what is the definition of expression, equation, further inequality. So what is the definition of expression? The algebraic sum of terms is called expression. What is the meaning of algebraic sum of terms? First, you take one term in mathematics. For example, sum 2x. 2x is one term. Next, sum 3y is another term. Here we have two terms are there. So, these two terms connecting either with plus or minus also no problem. 2x minus 3y. So, this 2x plus 3y is one expression and 2x minus 3y is another expression. So, the terms in mathematics connecting with either plus or minus, that is called expression. Next, so the next equation. What is the meaning of equation? The algebraic sum of terms, with the equality and having at least one variable is equation. In equation means 2x plus 3y or 2x minus 3y, both are expressions. And also 2x, this is only one term. It is also an expression. Only x, it is also an expression. 2, also an expression. Generally, so many people discussing the difference between equation and expression is, if equality is there, it is called equation, otherwise expression. But 2 is just an expression. But when we take is equal to 0, it is not correct. For that, we are discussing the not only algebraic sum of terms, the algebraic sum of terms with equality and containing at least one variable. Variable means unknown value. So x or y, x, y, like that. So that is called the equation. For example, sum 2x plus 3y, it is an expression, is equal to 0. That is an equation. 2x square minus 5x plus 7. This is an expression. When you take is equal to 0, it is an equation. So this is the major difference between expression and equation. Expression means only algebraic sum of terms. That is called expression. The algebraic sum of terms with the equality and having at least one variable is called equation. So another one is there. What is that another one? What is that another one? Inequality. How to get inequalities? For example, some 2x plus 3y is there. If it is equal to 0, it is an equation. Purely 2x plus 3y expression is equal to 0, equation. Not equal to means either 2x plus 3y is big when comparing with 0 or 2x plus 3y is small when comparing with 0. The first case, if 2x plus 3y is big when comparing with 0, that is 2x plus 3y greater than 0. Second case, 2x plus 3y is small when comparing with 0, it is less than 0. So these are called the inequalities. Now we discuss about quadratic equation and a quadratic expression. Before discussing about quadratic expression or quadratic equation, first we discuss about the degree of the equation or expression. For example, sum 2x square plus 3x plus 1. Here variable is x. In this term, power is 2. Here power is 1. Here there is no power. That means power 0. The highest power is 2. If the highest power is 2, that is called quadratic equation. Otherwise, suppose sum 2x plus 3. Here power is 1. Highest power is 1. It is first degree expression. Some x cube plus 3x square minus 2x plus 1. When you observe this x cube, third highest power 3, here highest power 2, power 1, power 0. Comparing with all powers, the highest power is 3. It is cubic equation. And similarly, if the highest power is 5x power 4 minus 7x cube plus 10x square minus 5x plus 1. Here highest power is 4. That means it is a fourth degree expression or biquadratic expression. Fourth degree expression or biquadratic expression. So if the degree is 1, that is first degree or linear expression. Degree is 2, that is quadratic. Degree is 3, that is cubic. Degree is 4, biquadratic. Bi means 2, quadratic means 2. 2 to the 4, that is biquadratic. And continuously, if the degree is 5, that is 5th degree. Degree is 6, that is 6th degree. Like that. Okay. So now we are discussing about quadratic equation and quadratic expression. So simple definition is, if the degree of the expression is 2, that is called quadratic expression. If the degree of the equation is 2, that is called quadratic equation. So what is the general form and definition? Here, quadratic expression. If a comma b comma c are complex numbers. Complex numbers means it may be real or imaginary, whatever the number, no problem. So if a comma b comma c are complex numbers and a not equal to 0, then ax square plus bx plus c is called quadratic expression. So when you observe this, here the highest power is 2, so it is quadratic expression. But here a not equal to 0. Why we take a not equal to 0? When a becomes 0, for example, when a is equal to 0, when you substitute here 0 into x square, a is equal to 0, 0 into x square plus bx plus c is equal to plus c. We get bx plus c. Bx plus c means the highest power is 1. It is not quadratic. It is not quadratic. For that, a not equal to 0. Okay. Quadratic expression means the higher x square coefficient not equal to 0. Next, come to the quadratic equation. The same definition, just small changes is equal to 0. If a comma b comma c are complex numbers and a not equal to 0. Why? If a is equal to 0, this term is eliminated. We get only bx plus c. So here a not equal to 0, then ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is called quadratic equation. So these are the quadratic equation and quadratic expression definitions. Understood? Roots of the quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So this ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the general form of the quadratic equation. In this, a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x, and c is constant. Okay. So how to solve the equations? How to find the roots of these equations? Solution means roots, finding roots. Okay. So for that, first we consider ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is given equation. Next, multiply with the 4a on both sides. That means 4a into ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 4a into 0. Next, you multiply these three terms with 4a. We are multiplying with 4a on both sides, no problem, because a is not equal to 0. 4a into ax square. This is 4a square x square. Next, 4a into bx plus 4a bx plus 4a into c. 4ac is equal to 0. That implies 4ax square write as 2ax whole square Next, this 4a dx 2 into 2ax into b is equal to this plus 4ac sent to right side, we get minus 4ac. So now I want to convert the left hand side value into a plus b whole square formula. Here a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now we have 2ax whole square, that is a square, plus 2ab, but there is no b square, but in place of b is there. So adding b square on both sides. 2ax whole square plus 2 into 2ax into b plus b square is equal to minus 4ac plus b square. So we are adding b square on both sides, there is no change. That implies a square plus 2ab plus b square. That means 2ax plus b whole square is equal to, we write the positive value in first place, b square minus 4ac. 2ax plus b whole square equal to b square minus 4ac. When we remove square on both left side, we get plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac. So next, now we want the value of x. Solution means we want the value of x. 2ax is equal to this b sent to that side. 2ax is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac. That implies x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So we get two values. One is x is equal to minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Another one minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. These are the roots of the equation. Now I prepare two formulas. This is quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. In this equation, a is equal to coefficient of x square, b is equal to coefficient of x, c is equal to constant. C is equal to constant. Roots are minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So take this root as alpha, second root as beta. Now I want to find, when the equation is given, directly how we can find sum of roots and how we can find product of roots. So if alpha beta roots of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So sum of roots alpha plus beta is equal to, another one, product of roots alpha beta is equal to. First we do the calculation at this place. Alpha plus beta means add these two. One is alpha, another one is beta. So I remove this alpha and beta here. Okay. Sum of roots means minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a plus minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Actually, here and here both are LCM same. So plus root of b square minus 4ac and minus root of b square minus 4 is both are cancelled. Minus b minus 2b by LCM 2a, 2 to cancel. So the formula is minus b by a. Minus b by a. Otherwise, no, not in here. Here, minus b by a. So minus b means coefficient of x. A means coefficient of x square. A means coefficient of x square. So when this equation is given, minus b by a is sum of roots. So how can find product of roots? Product of roots means product alpha into beta. That means this into this. When you compare when you observe the denominator, this is multiplication. We get 4a square. 2a into 2a, that is 4a square. But the numerator is minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac. Here minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac. So this will be assumed as a plus b. This becomes a minus b. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. We get minus b whole square minus root of b square minus 4ac by whole square. So square and root cancel. Now we get b square minus into b square minus b square plus 4ac by 4ac. These two cancel. 4ac by 4a square. 4ac by 4a square. Now 4a and a square cancel. C by a, not c by 9. This is c by a. So product of roots is equal to c by a. Is equal to what is the meaning of c? Constant by coefficient of x square. So this is a way to find sum of roots and product of roots proof. But in problems we use the directly formulas alpha plus beta. Sum of roots is equal to minus b by a. Product of roots is equal to alpha beta equal to c by a. For example, some equation is there 2x square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. In this one, alpha plus beta, that means sum of roots. Sum of roots formula minus b by a. Minus b by a means minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2. Alpha beta, product of roots. C by a, that is constant by coefficient of x square. Constant 1 by coefficient of x square 2. In this way we can find the values very simple. Students, we prove these formulas. When the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. Its roots are alpha beta. Sum of roots is alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Product of roots alpha beta is equal to c by a. This is okay. When the equation are given, when the equation is given, how can we find sum of roots and product of roots? We can use these formulas. But second part, when roots are given, for example, if alpha comma beta are roots, what is the equation? Reverse method. When roots are given, how we can find equation? We have the formula, but I prove how we get the formula. So this is the equation actually. Take a is common. A into x square plus b by a into x plus c by a is equal to 0. This a side to this side, no problem, because a is not equal to 0. Now we write x square plus b by a into x, write as minus of minus b by a into x plus c by a. What is the meaning of minus b by a here? X square minus of alpha plus beta into x. C by a means alpha beta. So this is the formula. This is the formula. If alpha comma beta, this is the formula. If alpha comma beta are roots of the equation, Sorry. The quadratic equation whose roots are alpha comma beta is x square minus half alpha plus beta index plus alpha beta is equal to. We proved it here. We proved it here. One more thing is there. This also can be read as x square minus alpha x minus beta x plus alpha beta is equal to. Here x is common, x minus alpha. Here minus beta is common, x minus beta is equal to. Once again, no, when beta is common, here x minus alpha. Once again, we take as x minus alpha common, x minus alpha into x minus beta is equal to 0. So, this is another way, x minus alpha into x minus beta is equal to 0. By using this formula, it is very simple. If 2 comma 3, so we finished. These two are the formulas to find the quadratic equation when alpha beta are given, when roots are given. In this way, if 2 comma 3 are roots of the equation, the quadratic equation is x square minus half 2 plus 3 into x plus 2 into 3 is equal to 0. Or so simplification, x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. This is one way. Another way is also there. What is another way? X minus 2 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. X into x, x square, x into minus 3, minus 3x, minus 2 into x, minus 2x, minus 3x, minus 3x, minus 2x, minus 5x, minus 2 into minus 3, plus 6 is equal to 0. So, by using this formula, we can find the quadratic equation simply. Now we discuss about the discriminant of the quadratic equation. What is the meaning of discriminant? Actually, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation, and roots are this. Roots are this. Roots are x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Here, a, b, c are rational. A, B, C are rational. Okay, we are taking A, B, C are rational. Actually, in quadratic equation definition, we take A, comma B, comma C are complex number. But in this case, we take A, B, C are rational. So, this B square minus 4AC value is inside the root. Suppose if it is inside the root, means this becomes 0, but there is no root value. The remaining value is minus B by 2A. If b square minus 4ac is a positive value, so some root 2 or root 3 like that, we get surds or irrational value. Suppose in this root we get minus 2 or minus 3, that means so imaginary values. So based on this value, this b square minus 4ac, we get the different types of roots or different nature of roots. So that means this value b square discriminant means this value discriminates analyze or nature of the roots. So that is b square minus 4ac is called discriminant. So what is the definition of discriminant? In a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. The value b square minus 4ac is called discriminant. Because why this value is discriminant? Because the value b square minus 4ac is inside the root in roots. In finding roots, in finding values of x, b square minus 4ac is inside the root. So based on the value of b square minus 4ac, so we discuss the nature of the roots. So this is so b square minus 4ac is called discriminant or analyzer of the roots. So here a, b, c are rational numbers. Delta is discriminant. We have three cases. The first case is delta 0. So what is the nature of roots? delta greater than 0. Another case is also there, delta less than 0. First I discuss delta is equal to 0. If delta is equal to 0 means roots are rational and equal. That equal root is minus b by 2a. How to get this? If delta is equal to 0 means, we sub delta is equal to 0 means b square minus 4 is equal to 0. You substitute it here, this term is removed. Only we have minus b plus 0 by 2a, minus b minus 0 by 2a. Whatever that one, minus b plus or minus 0 by 2a, minus b by 2a. So both roots are minus b by 2a. When delta is equal to 0, come to the second case. If delta greater than 0, then roots are real and different or unequal. Then roots are real and different. How we get? Delta greater than 0 means some value is there at this place. Some value is there at this place. Minus b. For example, b square minus 4ac is 2a minus b. B square minus 4ac is some 2, for example. Minus b plus root 2 by 2a is one value. Minus b minus root 2 by 2a is another value. Okay. So anyhow, some values are there, but that is a real value. That is clearly real value. But both are not same. Both are different. Because minus b plus combination we get one value. Minus b minus combination we get another value. So second case, if delta greater than 0, then roots are real and different. In this case, we take two sub cases for a computative exam purpose. The first case is if delta greater than 0, same as it is, and delta is a perfect square. What happened? If delta means delta is perfect square, for example, delta is 4. 4 means it is a perfect square. 4 can be written as 2 square. Okay. When 2 square is there here, the square and root cancel, there is no root. If delta greater than 0 and delta is perfect square, then the roots are rational and different. Then the roots are rational and different. Why get rational? Perfect square means 4, 9, 16, 25 like that. So all those numbers write as 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square like that. The square and root both are cancelled. We get the perfect value. So it is a purely rational value. In second case, if delta greater than 0 and delta is not a perfect square, delta is not a perfect square, then the roots are irrational or irrational numbers or conjugate sets Irrational numbers or conjugate sets. Irrational numbers means suppose if we draw a perfect square, for example, delta value 3, root 3. Root 3 means root doesn't cancel, so it is a surd. So one value is some 2 plus root 3, another value get 2 minus root 3. These two are conjugate sets. We know the meaning of the conjugate sets. What is the meaning of conjugate sets? If you add or multiply two sets, if you are adding or multiplying, if you are adding and multiplying two sets, when you get the rational number, that is called conjugate sets. For example, 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3. Adding these two, root 3 minus root 3 cancel, we get 4. Another case, 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3. So we get 2 square minus root 3 whole square, square root cancel. 4 minus 3, this is 1. It is also rational number. So these are called conjugate sets. Two sets follows the condition, either sum is equal to rational, Second case, multiplication is equal to rational. Those are called conjugate sets. The conjugate sets are like p plus root q comma p minus root q. Third case, if delta less than 0, then the roots are imaginary or conjugate complex numbers. Conjugate complex numbers means roots are like p plus iq comma p minus iq. Why you get like this? If delta less than 0 means delta is negative value and this value becomes negative. Any value, some root minus 2 means root 2i. When I is there, I means imaginary. So if delta is less than 0, there is a negative value in square root we get imaginary values. But here we get minus p plus or minus like that. One is p plus iq form, another one is p minus iq form, another one is p minus iq form. So delta less than 0, roots are either imaginary or conjugate complex numbers. Those are in the form of p plus iq comma p minus iq. Here these two are clearly conjugate complex numbers. Okay, the definition of conjugate complex numbers is when you take two complex numbers, if their sum is real, when you take two complex numbers, if their sum is real and the product also real, those are called conjugate complex numbers. For example, we take some 2 plus 3i, another one 2 minus 3i. One is 2 plus 3i, another one 2 minus 3i. When you add these two, plus 3i and minus 3i both are cancelled, we get 4. We get adding, we get 4. That means 4 is real. 4 belongs to R. 4 is real. Multiplication, 2 plus 3i into 2 minus 3i. 2 square minus 9i square. So 4 minus 9 minus 1. This is 13. Belongs to R. Here, a plus b into a minus b. That is a square minus b square. I square is minus 1. Minus 9 minus 1. Minus 9 minus 1. Plus 9. 4 plus 9 is 13. 13 belongs to R. Here the sum of two complex numbers is real and the product also are real. That is called conjugate complex number. When delta is less than 0 in third case, we get that type of, the roots are that type of conjugate complex numbers.